Hi, it's me again with Corel Roll Tips and Tricks. And somebody sent me this file a couple of days ago, and I helped him with it, and he sent it back. I'm very glad he sent it back. He did all the corrections, and I think it's going. This is for a plasma cutter, and I think it's going to work. But right off the bat, I saw a few errors that you might want to, before you would ever cut this out. And he did a really good job, like on the glass lenses and everything. But I would still clean it up a little bit more. So I'm going to just work on one side. I actually like this side better. You need to think about making things maybe more even, like that's a bad, let's see if we just delete that. Well, maybe not. Maybe just, let's smooth it out a little bit. Let's take the shape tool and just kind of give it a little bit more of a, really you want an evener. That looks pretty good. And really the handle, or this is really where the axe handle goes into it. That doesn't look half bad, but you've got to think about little bitty cuts on your plasma cutter. You know, this would work in a laser. So let's just make these a little bit thicker. And I'm going to show you what, I'm only increasing one side. I'm not going to work on the other side, and I'm going to show you why. And like, maybe like right in here, this little end part, you know, this is just, I've been doing this for 12 years now, and I can just imagine or see stuff that a lot of people can't see. You kind of want this, you know, especially you got to think about the plasma cutter and how it's going to work. I'm going to right click and turn this into a cusp. And by cusp, it just changes one at a time. And that looks pretty good. You just kind of look, you know, this is, and then you got to think about, you know, what's going to be cut out and what's going to be left. I mean, that's pretty close to, I'm going to call the danger zone, but I messed that up right there. Don't ever, you know, watch out what you're doing, and you don't ever want to do that. Let's just delete that node and see what happens. That looks good. And just kind of go over the whole drawing, but only go over half of it. And I'm going to show you why. The only thing we're going to lose is the fire on top. You know, and some of these lines could be a little bit thicker. You don't really want a sharp point if you can avoid it. And let's, my calculator is so close to my delete button. There we go. You know, you want some rounder shapes. This might, you know, this might be a little bit sharp. And you'll never know till you cut out your first piece, because these things get so hot, they're just going to burn up. So let's say we've kind of looked at it and done all that, but we didn't do anything to the right side. The right side has a hiccup that we don't have to fix now, because I'm going to show you why. And I've already maybe fixed it. But we're going to move this out of the way, and we're going to hit P and put it in the center of the page. Then I'm going to draw a 2-point line, holding down the control button so it's perpendicular, and hit P. Now I'm going to take the virtual segment delete key and delete this. Now we are going to lose that fire center part, but that can be reckoned with. You just want to make sure you get everything on this side so it'll be symmetrical. And then let's just get rid of the line itself. Now you're in here like, if you will start drawing in just in red, being a plasma cutter doesn't really matter, because you're gonna, it's all gonna be cutting anyway. But anyway, that's beside the point. Control G and group that together. Control D and duplicate it while holding down the control button. Move it over. Now, everything is symmetrical. The handles are the same, which doesn't really matter because the axe handles don't want to be perfect. Now, I've doubled this. Whoop. which we don't really need. So I'm going to go to Object and break the curve apart and see if I can't grab that box. I'm going to have to grab off the line and just take that box away. Whoop. I got to go break curve apart again. Now I've got the other side. Because you don't really need a double line. But if you think about it, we have a lot of nodes in here that aren't joined together, but we can join them all at one time. That's what's so nice about Corel. We can fix this in a second. So I'm going to go right, I'm going to select everything. Then I'm going to get my shape tool, and you see I have everything selected. And I'm going to go right down the middle with my selected all, and you can see all the ones I selected. Go up to Windows, Dockers, Join Curves, and we're only going to go to 0.01 because they're really close. And now all those nodes are connected. This is one node now. And you could still change thicknesses and stuff in the middle. You know, but once you've got the things done, and he asked me the question last night, why does sometimes some of them are red, some of them are blue? I don't really understand that myself, because if you pick on something else with the pick tool and then go back, but this design should work. Take your Smart Fill tool, fill that in. Of course, you wouldn't want a yellow, you want a black. So I got exactly what he got, except for I've taken out some of the flaws. Now, like I said, we messed up the pattern right here, but you could steal that pattern off of that one and put it on this one. Well, let's just do it real quick. Always make a copy of your original, Control D. Take this and left click, no fill. I'm going to right click red just so we go back here. So here we have the original. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a rectangle and I'm just going to cut everything else out. You could actually crop it, but I'm just going to cut everything out with what's inside that box. Now we might still have to break the curve apart. No, we don't, because we cut everything out. Then just bring it up to your picture, your original. I do need to take out one more little piece right there at the bottom. Okay, now just bring that into the picture, and you could change this, make this bigger, smaller. Just take your shape tool and go down there, take that shape tool. Let's get rid of that node. I'm just giving him some ideas, or you, and then take the virtual segment delete key and delete that. And now we have that center fire again. Now always take your Smart Fill tool. I'm going to change it to black. I was using yellow earlier. See, it took that long, that quick. And this is the one you want to use because these nodes are now joined together and it's all one piece because the Smart Fill did it. See, here we have that and this. In this, we have all one piece. I hope that helped him a little bit, and thank you for watching.